Okay, Pilates 101. What are the first 5 things to do when you know you want to open up your dream fitness studio and you just need to know where to start? First things first, and this is, you guys, the most modified, summaried version. If you want more details, we can get there. First things first, you have to come up with your concept. So I talk about this all the time. You can have a really great idea, but if you don't have it on paper, you don't have the concept, you don't have the branding, it's not really doing you much. Always recommend create the concept, create the brand, create the logo, create the vision. From the vision, we then get into finding the location and signing the lease. Once you can really nail in that location, understanding where you want this concept to go, understanding where it's gonna make sense. You know, in my case, I've talked about this before, location is everything. The studio I'm standing in that's mine in my second location is next to our favorite local juice place. It's also next to a vegan restaurant and across the street from an incredible coffee shop. So once I knew that location obviously was so important, we found a location that fit our demographic, that fit the vibe, that fit the experience that we wanted everybody to get whenever they walked in here and out of our doors. We then moved forward with signing a lease, and signing a lease does take legalities. So that is when you'd bring in your attorney to review your lease and really make sure that all the necessary negotiations to protect you as well as for the landlord to protect them are all done. And then from signing a lease, you then have to celebrate. That's not really a step, but my husband and I do dinner after every lease we sign, and it's just such a fun tradition. You sign the lease, then you have to get construction bids. So this is really step 3 if we're kind of going 1 to 5. Step 3 is construction bids, really understanding, okay, what is this gonna cost for me to build out? And we always kind of take our vision board to our GC, to our designer and say, hey, this is our budget, what can you do? And what do we kind of need to surrender in this vision when it comes to the aesthetic of it and what is really, really necessary. Once you nail down construction, once you nail down your budget, you know exactly how much it's gonna cost, then the fun stuff begins. Didn't mention this, but I'm also kind of lumping design and creating your aesthetic and all of that stuff into construction process. From there, we've got to find exactly how we're gonna get members in our doors, right? So we find our booking platform. You guys know I'm obsessed with Mariana Tech. I talk about it all the time. Our studio uses Mariana Tech. It's a specific platform similar to if you've heard of MindBody or if you've heard of, I know there's a couple other options here. Mariana Tech actually can allow you to customize your own app. So again, I could talk about them until I'm blue in the face, ask you questions later, but Mariana Tech's amazing. We basically go to them, we do onboarding, we create our app, we create our lead generation process to basically get people into our doors and get people to know who we are even before we launch. And this is where we start marketing the heck out of things. We start marketing our brand, our new studio, we start hiring instructors, we start hiring, if you're hiring a manager, this is where all of that stuff comes in. So step 5 really is that admin piece and kind of putting the icing on the cake. And then from there, we're ready to get things rolling. So that was literally the most summarized version ever, but